It's a new day with new poop on. Everybody, welcome back to Zenless. Today we have a busy schedule because there are a couple quests that are ending or events that are ending before we even started them. So let's go ahead and get those started with Proxy Chronicles. Go. Cat with Shunguang, who's back in the room. Shunguang, what are you doing?
Good. Nothing unusual for now.
Shunguang, you're back. Did you do your first mission? Boy, did it go well?
Shunguang, when did you get back? How was your first mission as a blade hunter? Why are you being so secretive? Oh, right. Why Senior Fufu and Senior Inhu are still out taking care of things around Phylum Heights. I'll go fetch them. Just wait a sec. Huh?
Shh! Keep your voice down. Sorry, Junior. I guess I don't know my own strength now. Are you okay?
I'm fine. But don't you want to see everyone now that you're back? Did something happen during the mission? Did it not go well?
No, the mission went perfectly fine. I just came across something a little strange. I'm not even sure how to explain it to you or the others. I'm sorry, Junior Belle. I wanted to be happy coming back to see you all after the mission, but I'm just so tense. I have no idea when the next anomaly might appear, and you can't hear it.
What drives a person to take up the sword, and what awaits them because of it?
Qingming sword talking? The Qingming sword's talking.
Hold on. I'm not imagining things, am I? Did a woman's voice come out of the Qingming sword just now?
Huh? You can hear it? But none of the investigators I worked with on the mission could hear it. Not even Senior Miyabi.
What lies within the heart of one who takes up the sword?
You're clearly it's still mumbling away.
Actually, I can hear it really clearly. It's still speaking even while we're talking. Mumbling something about what lies within the heart of one who takes up the sword.
Well, I guess that will make things easier for me to explain. While I was wielding the Qingming sword in the middle of battle, I suddenly heard a woman whispering in my ear, and I couldn't make it stop, no matter how hard I tried. Nothing like this has ever happened before. I didn't know if the Qingming sword had undergone another change, but when I was about to bring it back for Shifu to take a look, it suddenly said something that caught my attention.
The one who wields the sword shall find the answer within the hidden realm, the very origin of the Qingming sword.
Yes, that's what caught my ear.
Realm, Qingming sword's origin?
The origin of the Qingming sword? What's that supposed to be? That line's got me interested.
I'm not sure how much of what it says can be trusted. But if such a hidden realm really does exist, and there's knowledge linked to the origin of the Qingming sword...
We find it there, way to overcome the negative effects of the Qingming sword.
I see. So if that voice isn't lying, we should be able to find a way to overcome the Qingming sword's negative effects by going to that hidden realm.
Yeah! Shifu and my brother have done so much to suppress the Qingming sword's effects on me. I think it's time I take action too. With you here, Junior Belle. Even if Shifu and the others can't hear the voice, they'll still believe me. I want to tell them what's going on, and then head to that hidden realm and see it for myself.
The Qingming sword will guide you to the hidden realm. The sword bearer must not miss this fleeting chance.
Huh?
Shunguang?
Just now, an image of a hollow flashed through my mind. Somewhere in Limnian Hollow. I even caught a glimpse of myself freeing the Qingming sword there. Is it showing me the way to enter the hidden realm? Junior Belle, we don't have much time. The images in my head are already starting to fade.
Who's still on a mission? Let's head.
Shifu went out on a mission earlier and isn't at Swabian Temple. If we're in a hurry, let's just leave a note for her and the others and go right now.
Wait, Junior Belle. Wise told me that you experienced a strange reaction in your eyes earlier. You should stay here and wait for Shifu to come back. I can go to the hollow by myself.
is about the Qingming sword, so I can't let you go there alone. And I haven't felt anything unusual in my eyes lately, so I think it should be fine. Don't worry, Shunguang. I'll be sure to take care of myself.
How am I supposed to refuse when you give me a look like that? Fine. Just promise me that you'll let me know the moment you feel any discomfort. I hope we can find something in there.
If you come, remember to bring some pork buns.
What the fuck?
Do you think we'll really find anything?
Wanted to wait for Shifu to return before making plans, but it seems like we don't have time. We head to Lemon Hollow right away. Let's move. Go to Lemon Hollow with Zhao Gong and the rush to the coordinates 2 cents. No matter how you looked at it, this is just an ordinary corner of the hollow. There is no realm at all. Just as you're thinking that Zhao Gong suddenly unleashes the Qingming sword, tens of thousands of swords formation shoot into the air and scatter around. The terrain itself begins to change in unbelievable ways.
So this is the hidden realm the Qingming sword was talking about. The whole area looks completely different. Like some sacred, secluded place hidden deep in the mountains. Amazing.
Without the entire space would transform. Are you okay?
To think the Qingming sword could reshape an entire area within the hollow. Shunguang, are you okay? Did unleashing the sword just now take a toll on you?
No, I'm fine. But I've just had this strange feeling since a moment ago. Oh, right, Junior. Could you take a look and see which way leads out of here?
Quickly scan the surrounding area and spot a path leading out, but as you move toward it, unseen force pushes back against you. No matter how many times you try, you cannot break through the barrier. Seems that's an invisible barrier here.
Finding a way out isn't the problem. It feels like there's an invisible barrier here that stops us once we get close.
I knew it. I felt this heavy, stifling sense of confinement ever since we got here. Guess this isn't a place where we can just come and go as we please. Even though we left a letter for Shifu, it looks like we'll have to explore this place on our own. The barrier will probably keep the others out.
It's gonna be tricky without any outside help. Still, hopefully we can explore without any trouble and find something that'll help with your recovery.
Strange. The Qingming sword feels more active than ever. This place must be hiding something really important. Come on, let's keep going. I'm sure I can cut right through whatever stands in our way. Ethereals? Even in this realm? Let me take care of them. This feeling, it's...
Swift Strike is Ye Shunguang's unique ability in the Qingming realm. In combat, when you control Ye Shunguang, press looks like heavy swipe. Use Swift Strike, dealing massive damage to enemies. Massive damage, wow. Swift Strike has a 30-second skill cooldown. And it looks like it executes.
What is it, Shunguang?
The Qingming sword seems so restless. If I use it now, it might awaken an entirely new power.
Proxy! So, that's the Qingming sword's new ability?
Yes, the sword feels amplified in this area. Let's keep going and clear out every ethereal here.
The gate is right up ahead.
Qingming realm unlocked. 3 observation points, pretty decent map size. Looks like it's just explore, then do story. Huh. And sword altar. This is strange. The Qingming sword is reacting to this sword altar. When I bring it closer, I get this feeling that my mind is syncing with the whole space. You sense the place better? Exactly. It's more like the space is sharpening my vision. With that, I think I can grasp the Qingming sword's state more clearly. Well, while we have a moment, I'd like to go over the new ability I just learned. Maybe we can refine this power even further? Let's go to try. During the last battle, I sensed a unique power from the Qingming sword. So I can get extra combat abilities in this hidden realm. Check the specific effects here. More familiar with the new Swift Strike ability. Consume cumulative sword mastery to enhance your ability. Swift Strike base launches a swift flying sword at the current target, dealing damage equal to 4,000 of a Shunguang's attack. Swift flying sword is a special skill unleashed by Qingming's sword with a 30-second cooldown. The upgrade is when Swift Strike hits an enemy, Shunguang gains 800 decibels. Also has upgraded effects. You can do it multiple times. Get an additional 400 decibels for 1200. After Shunguang uses EX special attack or ultimate, Swift Strike's cooldown is reduced by 4 seconds. Upgrading it gets the cooldown reduced by 6 seconds per stat. Shunguang's attack increased by 18%. Shunguang's attack increased by 27% when upgraded. I was hoping it would look more sword-like. It's sort of... It is sort of. Hilt, blade... Anyways. After Swift Strike hits an enemy, Shunguang gains 4 Qingming Sword Force. After Swift Strike hits an enemy, she gains 6 Force. Shunguang EX Special Attack, Basic Attack, Enlightened Mind, Sundering Light, Enlightened Mind, Sundering Light, Annihilation deals 50% increased damage. Then it gets a 75 increased damage when upgraded a second time. Unlock. Shunguang's ultimate and chain attack damage decreased by 50%. Upgraded at 75. Defense break. Shunguang's attacks hits the target's defense is reduced by 24% for 20 seconds. Repeated triggers refresh duration and then goes to 36%. There's upgraded version. To unlock. When Shunguang performs a dodge counter or stuns an enemy, they will be marked with a Swift Strike mark. Enemies with a Swift Strike mark receive 7,400 increased Swift Strike damage. The Swift Strike mark disappears after being hit by Swift Strike once. Especially when multiple enemies are on the field, Swift Strike will prioritize targeting enemies with a Swift Strike mark. Damage increased to 9,100%. Okay. Looks like these are going to cost a lot when we get closer towards the end. Shunguang's attack is increased by another 18% and then upgraded to 27. Let's see. After Shunguang attacks hits targets, it's another defense reduction by 24 and 36. Swift Strike hits enemy, she gains decibels. Again, a special attack or ultimate cooldown is reset. Might and Mind stance. Enemies' Veil vulnerability bonus in cap is increased by 30%. Goes up to 45%. Not in the Enlightened Mind state, the damage Shunguang deals to enemies is increased by 40%. Goes up to 60. Technique. Lock target. When Shunguang hits enemies with EX special attack or ultimate, it applies a Swift Strike mark to them. Swift Strike mark. Enemies with Swift Strike mark take increased Swift Strike damage. The Swift Strike disappears after taking 1 Swift Strike attack. Swift Strike marks can be applied when Shunguang hits enemies with any attack. There we go. That's what we want. That's what we want upgraded. Shunguang's damage ignores target's physical resistance by 18%, goes up to 27. When Swift Strike hits an enemy, it triggers an explosion that deals 1400% of Shunguang's attack as damage to all enemies in range. When Swift Strike hits an enemy, it triggers an explosion that deals 2100% of Shunguang's attacks as damage to all enemies in range. Ooh. Additional 700. Swift Strike hits an enemy, Shunguang gains 400 decibels. More decibels, more cooldowns. After Shunguang attacks hits, the target's defense is a reduction. Reduction for defense again. Swift Strike cooldown is reduced. 8 seconds to 12. Physical damage is increased by 30%. Crit damage is increased by 48, goes to 72. Attack is again increased by another 18%, and then up to 27. and more damage, ignoring physical resistance. Okay. Charles Nightmare Gauntlet. Mastery. Hidden Realm. It's not too bad. W engine? Like the W engine. Get the stuff. Do it before time runs out. Get points in Nightmare Gauntlet and then complete the Nightmare Gauntlet. Qingming, you okay? After boosting our strength, we should have kept moving forward. I could sense it. There's some serious power behind the sword ahead of us. We'll be up against some real tough enemy. Once the sword then stay right behind me. Let me handle this one. Got it. Let's roll. And Qingming Realm Trials Shunguang, Trials Xiao, and Trial Dailin will be provided as squad configuration options. You can also go to the squad configuration screen to reconfigure your squad. However, please note that Qingming Realm, you must include either Trial Shunguang or Shunguang in your squad. Which makes sense. Let's add... No, I want to Dailin. You know what? Having Chao in wouldn't be too bad.
More ethereals incoming. Use the sword's new power to take them out. Rolling clouds.
Shunguang, stay alert. This ethereal looks different from the others we've seen.
It's more active than the others. I'll be careful. Get out of our way, you evil monster! Perish now! Stand down!
You can leave the fighting to stop Addie's way out. I'm in charge now.
Leave it to me! What the heavens?
Damn, I got away. Shunguang, are you hurt? What just happened? I'm fine. When I went to the last strike, that ethereal triggered some kind of ability. For a moment, I completely lost all 5 senses. I only lasted for a moment. You're totally fine now. Dear, don't worry. Even a moment like that is terrifying. Stop chasing it. Yeah, sorry. My power feels strangely active here, so I got a bit carried away. Let's move forward more cautiously. But I feel some kind of power from the ethereal just now. My creator's power? Yes, this has never happened before. The Qingming sword and the creator share the same origin. The ethereals have been affected by that power as well. The thing is for sure, there are secrets buried here. They're exactly what we want to uncover, and the clues that lead to them. That's our next step. We were talking to Shunguang. You think you're here, you hear voices nearby. Do you matching it? You exchange a look and confirm it isn't just in your heads. There are other people in this realm. Let's go check it out.
Interesting.
That voice. Oh, why does it sound so familiar?
It came from the main hall. Let's check it out.
This will lead you to the thing. Yep, to the event menu. Good. Good, good, good. Here's monkey statue Yishuan.
So that's the purpose of this sculpture. Interesting.
Huh? Shifu, what are you doing here? Isn't there supposed to be a barrier around the hidden realm? Was your mission nearby and we somehow pulled you in too?
Hold on, Junior Belle. She might look like Shifu, but something's not right. The way she moves, the tone of her voice, something just feels off.
Shifu? Mission? I don't remember having any important matters to attend to, nor do I remember ever taking you as disciples. Who are you? Hold on. You there. Is that the Qingming sword in your hand? Ah, I see. I think I understand what's going on now. You came from outside the Hidden Realm, and you're the current keeper of the Qingming sword, aren't you?
That's right. My name's Shunguang, and you are...
It's a long story, so I'll make it simple. I'm afraid I'm not the Shifu you're talking about. Just think of me as a native of this hidden realm. This low-lying area acts like a furnace, the encircling mountains trapping the energy within. An ideal site for enhancing the Qingming sword's power. When that power is unleashed here, it can reshape the hollow itself, creating what's known as the Qingming realm. Everything and everyone in this place exists according to the Qingming sword's will, my own appearance included. So it's no surprise you mistook me for someone familiar. And this young one here, who are you? An outsider shouldn't be able to enter the Qingming realm at all, only the sword's master.
Proxy, other people can't enter this realm? Huh?
I'm Belle. I'm accompanying her as her proxy.
Forget it. None of that really matters.
Damn.
Whoever you are, if you're capable of entering the hidden realm alongside the sword's master, you must have some remarkable ability. Let's leave it at that for now. In any case, welcome to the Qingming realm, or, as some might call it, the world of the sword. By the way, about those pork buns I mentioned earlier, did you bring them?
Brought some from the kitchen. Senior who made
I
them.
grabbed some pork buns from the kitchen. Senior who steamed them this morning. Wait a second. You're the voice we heard inside the Qingming sword? So you're the one who brought us here?
These pork buns aren't bad. I've actually been trying to communicate with you for some time, Shunguang, but you never responded. The fact that you're here now means your control over the Qingming sword has reached new levels. You must learn more about the weapon that's been fighting beside you. I'm sure you've been wanting to know more about the Qingming sword, whether it be for your own reasons or for your companions.
Exactly! If this hidden realm really hides the Qingming sword's origin, then please tell me, Shifu. Tell me how to suppress the effects of the sword. Oh, sorry. You just look exactly like my Shifu. I didn't mean to call you that.
No worries. I once had students of my own. It's been some time since I last heard someone call me Shifu. Hearing it again now makes me feel rather nostalgic. Well, since I plan to teach you the ways of the Qingming sword, you may as well call me Shifu. Back to the matter at hand. The means of suppressing the Qingming sword is hidden here, but it won't be easy to claim. Remember what I said earlier? This is the world of the sword. You'll understand what that truly means soon enough. Scattered throughout this hidden realm are countless nameless, masterless swords. Seek out the 3 most extraordinary among them, then return to me. Do that, and the Qingming sword's secret will reveal itself.
You mean how we're supposed to know where to look?
What exactly do you mean by extraordinary? And how are we supposed to find them?
Words alone can't explain everything. Get moving, and you'll figure things out as you go. Come back once you've found the first sword. Now then, I'll be here, waiting for your good news. Who made these pork buns? They're much better than what I used to eat back when I trained at the mountain sect. Very impressive.
Truly is different from the real Shifu, but there's still something about her that feels reassuring.
This Shifu isn't quite like the Ishuan Shifu we know. She's more impatient. But somehow, she still has that same calm and comforting vibe about her.
Wait, Shifu, what are you talking? What were you looking at earlier? Nothing too serious. Do you see this statue in front of me? Yeah, it looks unfinished. The sculptures on the pedestals are in the rough outline. You can't tell what it's supposed to be. but it feels oddly familiar. Same here. I'm certain I've seen a statue like this somewhere. And now I can't remember a thing. Is something wrong with it? Nothing. Judging by your reactions, it's not time yet. Get what I said. Explore the area before entering the main hall. You'd notice that all the other doors are sealed with barriers you can't break. As I told you to retrieve the sword, I should at least open the path for you. Go with me. I'll break the seal in the first area.
Drifting clouds.
Is there any cargo in here? Desk. Paper sheets are scattered messily across the desk. They contain records of various sword techniques and magical skills, but they're completely out of order now. I wonder if you spend time collecting and reorganizing whether you could learn some lost combat techniques or not. Material. An old worn book with signs that someone has flipped through it. Turning the book open, it's clear this is a notebook filled with random musings and everyday stuff, or diary, if you will, but most of the content is too faded to make out. Looking closer, 3 pages have been torn out. Who's the owner of this diary, and where could these 3 pages be? Cannot go through there. Look at the statues. The strange sculpture here, 3 pedestals, each hold a stone with blurred outlines. Who would place such a large statue in the center of an indoor hall? Nothing else in this room? Nope. Alright. Huh. This is the place. Excuse the intrusion. Shiva places one hand on the seal and holds her breath as she focuses. A moment later, the seal begins to loosen. Alright, you may head out. Holding the seal with one hand? Shifu, is that some sort of special technique? Could you teach me? Technique, I just link the seal to the Qingming sword and let it know someone is coming to visit, so it opened the door. Anyway, let's get moving. Right.
Help! Somebody! Please, help me!
That voice and figure. Senior Inhu?
Yeah, that's gotta be him. But why would he need help fighting ethereals?
I'm not sure. But let's help him. We can sort it out later.
But I want to look at the observation data. First spot. Maybe later. Darn. Alright.
All the ethereals have been taken care of? Thank you. Thank you for saving my life, brave strangers.
Are you?
That outfit, that voice. Senior, is that really you? What are you doing here?
Huh? I've never joined any sect, let alone had any disciples. Are you sure you've got the right person?
Junior Bell, there's something about him that's not quite the same as Senior Inhu.
I mistook you for someone else. And you are...
Sorry, I mistook you for someone else. You look just like a friend of ours. So, who are you?
I'm a mercenary. They call me Big Pan. I'm a part of the Melt Iron Mercenaries.
The Melt Iron Mercenaries? That sounds familiar. But mercenary groups nowadays generally have a pretty loose structure. There aren't many stable organized groups.
What's that supposed to mean? It doesn't matter. I can see you two are really strong. Please, help save my comrades.
Your comrades? You mean there are others here?
Yes. Not long before, my mercenary friends and I came here with a mission from the Lords to help develop some new land, but we were ambushed by bandits. They came well prepared and hit us hard. We weren't ready, and we were defeated. We suffered heavy casualties, and the survivors are still trying their best to hold on. They sent me to find reinforcements, but soon after I set out, I got surrounded by those ethereals. Time's ticking. Please, help me save my friends.
Help, but there is really no match for those ethereals.
Calm down. down. We'll help. But aren't you a mercenary? The ethereals that attacked you aren't that dangerous, so why didn't you fight them?
I lost my sword back where we were ambushed, so I can't fight.
Sword, Singing who should be able to fight them off with just his bare fists.
Sword? Could it be connected to those extraordinary swords that Shifu mentioned? Either way, he's definitely not Senior Inhu. If he was, he could take down ethereals with just his bare fists.
Change a look at Shunguang. She seems to be thinking the same as you. You're not sure what's up with this person who looks so similar to your senior, or you should be saving those people first.
We understand the situation. Please lead the way. We just happen to be looking for something around here, too.
Thank you so much, both of you. If you can save them, I will do whatever I can to help you too.
Things have grown even more during that last battle. During breaks of combat, try to adjust and enhance your abilities at the sword altar. With sword, will, essence, and sword mastery during exploration. Sword mastery can be used to unlock new abilities. You can earn sword mastery by progressing through the event plot, completing sword memory collections, completing sword keeper trials, and clearing the nightmare gauntlet. Sword will essence will be used to upgrade unlock abilities. You can earn sword will essence by progressing through the event plot, completing certain sword keeper trials, and clearing the nightmare gauntlet. You perform the following operations at any altar in the Hidden Realm. Ability unlock consumes 1,000 sword mastery to unlock a new ability. An enhancement consumes 1 sword will essence to enhance and unlock an ability. Ability reset fully refunds consumed sword mastery and sword will essence and resets the unlock and upgrade status to the corresponding ability. You can teleport to any unlocked sword altar on the map.
My teammates are trapped somewhere around here. Please, you gotta help them. I'll stick close behind you.
Dual abilities. Like, sure.
Damn, these ethereals! Am I really gonna die here today?
Oh, John! Are you okay?
I know that voice. Big Pun! Finally, come on! Give me a hand here! Ha! Ha ha! I'm finally saved! I thought I was dead for!
I'm sorry for the delay. Are you all right? Wait, why are you the only one here? Where's everyone else?
Delay? That's an understatement if I've ever heard one. We sent you to get reinforcements. Where did you go, Big Pun? We were at our wits' end here. I got separated from the main group. I don't know their status either. So, where are your reinforcements? Did the Lords not send anyone?
Well, I got these two to help us.
Well, what? Are you for real? You think 2 people are gonna help? Listen, Big Pun. This is life or death. Never mind. There's no time to get more support. Even if it is just us, we gotta go back and save them. There's no running from this fight, Big Pun. You gotta fight.
Me? I really can't.
And lost his sword, leave the fighting to us.
Actually, Big Pan lost his sword back where you were ambushed. Just leave the fighting to us.
Huh? Big Pun, you threw away the weapon that represents your dignity as a mercenary to get out of fighting? Whatever. You will have to fight, even if you don't have your sword. Just use your powerful hand-to-hand combat skills to handle those looters.
I really can't.
Hold up. Powerful hand-to-hand combat skills? I thought he was terrible at fighting. Just a moment ago, we found him completely helpless and surrounded by ethereals.
You didn't know? He's not bad at fighting. He's just a coward. We would never recruit a weakling who can't even fight. He's way stronger than anyone in our group. We were hoping he'd become a powerful addition for fights. But after a few missions, he couldn't even hold his sword anymore. Hey, Big Pun, look, it's different this time. We need your power. Stop being a coward and come with me.
Oh, do we really have to fight them to the death?
You want to reason with some bandits? Are you crazy? This is a crucial moment of the city's founding. You think they'd sit down and talk with the higher-ups? This is our only choice. You don't want the entire group to get killed, do you, Big Pun?
I don't want anyone to get hurt, but every time I hold my sword, I just feel...
Big Pan shudders over his words, unable to give a clear answer. Then suddenly he turns and flees with astounding speed, disappearing into the distance.
Oh, wow. He's really fast.
That's what I was saying. He's one of the best when it comes to both swordsmanship and physical ability. We better find him quick, otherwise we're all dead.
Chasing Shunguang seems like his sword is the one we're looking for.
Let's chase him, Shunguang. Mercenary groups, looters, the city's founding. This all feels like ancient history. Though I'm not sure exactly what's going on, it looks like his sword might be one we're looking for.
I agree. Let's head in the direction he was running.
Flying sword marker appears on the screen. Press the dash to fly to the target. This ability becomes unavailable once combat begins. The camera to the flying marker. The flying sword combo marker appears on the screen. Press the teleport technique. Shunguang will continuously fly towards the target location. This flight cannot be interrupted. Yeah.
Through the void. Someone's been through here. It has to be Big Pan.
If that merc's telling the truth, and he's really that strong, then why is he so scared of combat? Huh. This doesn't add up. Guess I'll have to ask him myself.
Yeah.
Oh, Chrome. Looks like there's a couple chests in this area.
There's blood in the air. Signs of a fight.
What is this? A sword someone left here? We have the special sword we're looking for? It is the sword Big Pon dropped. We're still quite matched, but the feeling it gives off is definitely different from an ordinary sword. So if that's the case, could these be Big Pon's? It feels like it's being suppressed by something. Here, let me take a closer look. It might help me figure out what it really is. If I could break out Sailor. Oh yeah, I'm not planning on lingering here.
My blade cuts down evil. My spirit soars in the sky. Split the heavens. Radiant clouds.
I defeated those sudden ethereals. It feels completely different. Its power has finally been released. Because of that, I don't think it's just a special sword that we're searching for. I do think so. There's a hunch when it was released, its power rushed into me. The brief sentence of its nature isn't unique. There seems to be many swords like this in this realm. There's more swords like this ahead. Let's try releasing their power too. If they're not the one we want, so I feel like their power could help clear my mind. Nothing else around here is bothering me. Our memories interact to absorb collected multiple memories to piece together a complete story. Sealed sword memories complete the challenge to break the seal. The memories of mighty swordsmen masters recorded by the Qingming sword have materialized into sword-shaped entities within the sacred realm. Once collected, they can be placed in the shrine of the three monkeys to gain sword mastery. Ooh.
Shunguang, you okay?
Sorry, but could we stay here a little longer? I don't know why, but as I approach this area, my head is feeling unusual. Big Pon's footprints are on the ground. Looks like he's been through here before.
He was quick to escape the battlefield, but he still stopped here? Can you see anything from this area?
Looks like we can't see much other than the clouds of ash. Though, it seems like there are quite a lot of crows gathering nearby.
They're probably drawn here by the smell of blood. It's Looks like the fighting between the looters and mercenaries is worse than we thought.
Does the stench of death and slaughter attract the crows? I think I'm starting to understand Big Pond a little better now.
Huh? Just from seeing all of this?
Yes. Since we both saw the same scenery, maybe it stirred up the same feelings in our hearts, too. Sometimes, I fear the power I wield. The power of the Qingming sword. It's so powerful. When I hold it, I can tell that a single swing might easily wipe out many people or things. I can also feel that these crows are drawn by bloodshed and might be gathering because of me. Maybe that's what Big Pond was afraid of too. In the aftermath of wielding his blade and facing the lifeless bodies of his foes, maybe he could feel himself gradually slipping away, becoming an unrecognizable monster. Sorry, I was getting carried away there. I just felt that he shouldn't be too hard to understand, since he's a fellow swordmaster.
Maybe you have a point. I can tell that he doesn't like fighting, and deeply values his companions. Having to wield the very power he fears to protect people, it's no wonder he's so conflicted. Hearing you talk about the insecurities you faced on your path to becoming a swordmaster, I feel like I'm slowly starting to understand your world.
Thanks for listening to my random mumbling. Let's keep going. If we can find him, I want to tell him everything I've realized just now. I hope he can also find the courage to wield his sword.
The guard's up. High-risk ethereals ahead. Stay sharp, Shunguang. Wait, something's off about these ethereals. What's going on here?
So, man, that's pretty much want me to fix it up. Let's go. Treasure, the treasure's just ahead. Come treasure hunting with me. Restore the storm memory. Would you like to do it? Sure. Lone path in snow, bamboo grove. A memory shard of Big Pond obtained through solving puzzles. Huh. That's what she meant by the ethereals seem different. I can't leave. It's forcing this upon me. Oh wait, yes I can. Big circle. Oh. One more. One more.
The blade knows my heart.
Did the boss send you to find me? I was just taking care of something nearby. Perfect timing. I'll head back now. Thanks for your help. Your name. Ask for what? I don't quite get what you're saying. Anyway, let's go. This is Master of Betrayal.
Through the void.
Slacking elite. I was just thinking of taking a nap here. Did the boss send you to get me? Okay, back. Thank you. Your name. What, elite now? I didn't think of it. I just saw my companion whispering with some unfamiliar swordsman nearby. Oh well, better not get involved. I'll pretend I didn't see anything. Huh.
The blade knows my heart.
Solo leader. Thank you, friend. Now that the three of us are reunited, we've got the upper hand against those two groups in this next sword fight. What fight? Had bad blood with the other two factions of sword masters for ages. Now we each held our own turf up in this mountain. And soon enough, it'll be time for our final showdown. Qingming has told me they've been secretly practicing their swordsmanship with such capable underlings. Won't stand a chance against us. Please accept my gratitude for your kindness. Good luck. Yikers. Scavarus and the Ethereals that have devoured countless people is right ahead. Strangely, there are mercenaries nearby, and Avarice isn't attacking. Not even moving. What's going on? The Avarice looks like it's frozen in place. Please help us. We were fighting the looters, but their leader must have mishandled the anti-corruption measures. After he got injured, he suddenly turned into an Ethereal. Looters either died or ran, and now that Ethereal is coming straight for us. We can't keep fighting. We don't know who you are, but please help us. Why isn't that Ethereal moving at all? Oh, what are you talking about? Isn't it actively searching the area right now? We don't have, if we hadn't found this safe house in the ruins at this last second, we'd have ended up dead just like those looters. Only a matter of time before it finds us. Please, I beg you, help us. It's not active at all. Any ruins or safe houses here. Sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but judging by your mental state, I don't think you'd be much help anyways. Better leave before it finds this place. We of the Melt Iron Mercenaries aren't pathetic enough to beg citizens for help. We'll figure something out, or maybe figure out our last words. We sent Big Pond to get help, but he's been gone forever with no signs of coming back. If he were here, at least he could go toe-to-toe with the monster with his brute strength. Completely talking past each other. What's going on here? Well, let's leave for now. Looks like Big Pond isn't here. Let's look somewhere else. Theirs are still here. We should protect these mercenaries. No, I just had a thought. If I'm right, they'll be fine even if we don't step in for now. And that escape the Big Pond is our top priority. Once we find him, I'll explain everything. Press observation technique, disintegration technique. Yes, aim to the miasma nodes scenes. Press eliminate them, eliminate all miasma nodes to destroy the obstacles on your path.
Try breaking through using a technique. Now we can move forward. Another obstacle. There's stars in the sky! Yep. Frost glistens! Huh? Split the heavens! Yeah. Alright, let's keep going. Big Pan should be close by. I finally found you. Big Pan, your companions need you right now. We'll help you in battle. Let's go and support them.
No, I can't help you. When the looters came, I tried to wield my sword, but I immediately realized I was so scared that I couldn't even swing it. I'll only end up being more trouble for everyone. What use is someone with trembling hands on the battlefield?
So you don't want to save your friends? You just want to hide here forever and let them die alone?
Well,
Big Pon, I understand what you're going through. You're afraid of getting hurt, afraid of the enemy's attacks, but what you're actually most afraid of is your own strength. You haven't learned how to properly control your strength yet. Every time you do something, you deal devastating damage to others. That's why you're afraid that you'll eventually turn into a thrall or a monster if you keep using this power. That is what's bothering you deep down inside, right?
Yes, that's right. When I first trained my swordsmanship, I never imagined that my sword could cut down an enemy so easily. Taking a life Every time I fight, I'd always end up leaving a trail of bloodshed in my wake. I began to fear the sword in my hands, and I was also scared of the exhilaration I began to feel when fighting. I had a feeling that the sword would eventually turn me into a monster that only knows fighting. You two are right. I can't just leave my friends. But please, tell me, how can I get rid of this fear? I want the courage to keep fighting.
There's no need to get rid of this fear. You only need to keep this feeling in your heart and continue fighting.
Huh? But doesn't that...
Even though you're afraid of your own strength, you still want to use it to protect your friends. The fact that you're thinking that way proves that you already have courage. Even if your fear persists after you draw your sword, it's a reminder of how you must coexist with your own strength. You cannot let a desire for destruction take over. And I think that's something that many a swordmaster fail to do. There's nothing shameful about fearing battle. Rather, it's the proof that you've become a powerful swordmaster. Let your fear guide you to your future. I've experienced the same worries. Trust me.
So you mean fear is part of being a swordmaster?
To listen to Shunguang, Big Pond falls into a long silence, as if trying to muster up the courage to make a decision. Really wait for his response, but he seems unable to convince himself. After a while, he remains silent.
By the way, those looters you were fighting didn't take proper anti-corruption measures, and have already been corrupted into ethereals. Would you feel better fighting ethereals rather than people?
Huh? Why didn't you say so? Then let's go help my friends.
Last hint of unease on Big Pan's face finally dissipates. Without saying a word, he starts running toward where his teammates are trapped.
Finally got him to move. It's not easy to convince someone with nothing but words. Luckily, we're dealing with ethereals instead of humans this time.
Did you insist on convincing him?
Shunguang, I have a question. Why did you insist on dragging him back to the battlefield? What does he have to do with that ethereal that doesn't move?
When I saw Avaris standing there, I suddenly remembered what Dad told my brother and me when we were little. A story of ancient swordmasters who were heroes. In the early days of Eridu, many mercenary brigades were deployed to explore new territory and eliminate roaming looters. Their work contributed greatly to the city's establishment. Once, a mercenary brigade clashed with a band of looters, and one of the looters unexpectedly turned into a large ethereal, putting the mercenaries in a tough situation. At this critical moment, a new mercenary recruit stood up and drew his sword to fight. He defeated the ethereal on his own, and captured the remaining looters, achieving a great victory. After that, the sword-wielding mercenary grew braver and braver, and went on to become a renowned swordmaster in Eridu. And that's the story of none other than Big Pond of the Melt Iron Mercenaries, the one who beheaded Avaris and instantly became famous.
Big Pond's from the Eridu area? The plot is just what's happening now.
The early days of Eridu? That's a long time ago. You're saying Big Pan is actually someone from ancient history? How could that be? And what's happening now? It's just like in the story.
We might have to wait until we return to the temple and ask Shifu to fully understand the truth. After thinking back on that story, I've realized that we have to guide the situation now to the same outcome as in the story. Anyway, let's help him defeat that Avaris now. If I'm not mistaken, that should be our next target. Come on, let's face that big...
One of these last heads with the just enhance your abilities, I guess. Debatable 2. More attack. More force.
Honestly, I'm shaking like a leaf. But this time, I'm not backing down. My fear points where my blade should strike, and my sword follows where my heart leads. I, Big Pan, the Melt Iron Merc, am a swordsman who swore to protect my comrades. Poor souls twisted into ethereals. Forgive me for what I have to do.
My spirit soars in the sky! Perish now! Split the heavens! Radiant clouds! Let this sword array send you away!
Winning pieces hardly play. Watch closely. This is the real deal.
Here I rock!
Target spotted.
I'll be fine!
Sword that appeared where the defeated High-Risk Ethereal vanished. This must be the special sword Shifu mentioned, right? Or did just now? Yeah, my body moved its own. Afterward, I feel something really strange. Don't worry, Junior. It doesn't feel dangerous. Thank you for so much. If not for you, I might never have found the courage to wield the sword again. Never imagined my cowardly blade could one day become strong enough to protect others. It's your doing. The moment you chose to lift your sword despite being afraid of it, you're already a swordsmaster as good as anyone. I'll remember those words and keep swinging my sword in unwavering resolve. As long as my blade can still be of use, I'll keep fighting for my companions. I want to say more to Big Pond, but he suddenly freezes. Then he and the other mercenaries vanish in a burst of blinding light. I feel that has been so noisy just moments ago is now empty, leaving only the two of you. They vanish. What is going on with them? Big Pond's sword should be the one Qingming forged earlier. Feels like we went on an adventure with him. We still don't understand what really happened. I have to ask Shifu about all of this. Head back now. Path in the snow. Monkey's path. A Big Pond memory shard pertained to the fierce battle. Hey. We're back. Shunguang, this sword you've been giving off. Seems like you found the first sword. Nicely done. Shunguang, come closer. After absorbing that sword, you felt something strange in your body, didn't you? How do you know? I retrieved the sword. It hasn't fully merged with you yet, or formed a sword will you can command. Simply put, you still don't know how to refine it. I'll teach you how to use it now, so you could grow stronger. Hold out your hand. Got the enhancements. Now upgrade your acquired ability. Your sword will essence from the recent battle. Use upgraded activated abilities. Check the detailed comparison here. Hit the button to upgrade the ability. Nice. So we want to get up to this. Yeah. The 14. We can go back. Because we want this upgraded.
My turn.
She revealed about the nature of the hidden realm.
Well, does your body feel lighter now?
How do I describe it? It's like there's an energy surging inside.
Very good. With this, the sword you have retrieved has become sword will for you to use. Continue the trial until the Qingming sword opens the next gate for you.
Shifu.
I know what you wish to ask. After this experience, you have a better understanding of the essence of this realm now, yes?
The people are real, or they drowned ideals. People who once existed in the past.
Shifu, you mentioned before that no one could enter or leave this realm besides us. So those who appear here aren't real people, but rather echoes of those who once existed, right? I once encountered beings born from miasma called drowned ideals that are somewhat similar to the people here, yet different. The people here don't have what you'd call a true form.
And the owner of the sword we retrieved, Big Pond of the Melt Iron Mercenaries? I've read about him in a Swordmaster novel. He's a famed Swordmaster of the city founding era. So in other words, there's no way he could still be alive. But why would he appear here in the form of our senior from real life? And both he and the others, it's like they're reenacting the entirety of that famous battle.
It's simple. He and I are simply vessels. Puppets created by the sword with miasma and hollow matter after accessing the owner's memories. Naturally, it would choose forms that the owner is familiar with. In essence, we are each just a sliver of a swordmaster's consciousness, recorded by the Qingming sword throughout its long history. This might be weird to say, but you're merely talking to slivers of personified memory. The Qingming sword has responded to your wishes, choosing the memories of a few famed swordmasters to shape into human form. Your task is to participate in and witness the moments where they overcame their limits. When they show you how their swords shine, their sword will fortify your power, pulling you closer to the Qingming sword. That is the trial, and the opportunity that the realm of swords has given you.
I see. Well, that makes our plan of action clear.
So, does that mean you're also a piece of a Swordmaster's memory, Shifu?
It's a bit difficult to explain. You may simply think of me as your guide. Now, more importantly, a visitor arrived while you were away.
Following Shifu's gaze, you see a familiar figure walk out of the main hall not far off.
Might you also be lost travelers?
Huh? You're Senior Ye?
Shiyuan? Brother, what are you doing here?
Senior? Brother? I'm sorry, but I think you must have mistaken me for someone else.
You just going to call him senior by mistake. You pull Shunguang aside to discuss the current situation. He must be a famous swordmaster. He's probably the same as Shifu in a big pond.
Shunguang? His appearance and attire still haven't changed from his senior disciple days at Yunquei Summit. I think he must be just like Shifu and Big Pan, a famous swordmaster wearing Senior Ye's appearance.
Yeah, I think so too. I was just so surprised to see him just now that my mind blanked. Maybe he corresponds to one of the 2 remaining swords we need to find. Either way, let's ask him what's going on first.
The discussion done, you both turn to the confused man with Senior Ye's face.
Sorry, we mistook you for someone we knew. Have you been traveling alone? Oh, and how should we refer to you?
It's a bit embarrassing, but I've forgotten my real name and identity. By the time I came to, I was already lost amidst the mountains in this realm. Thankfully, I ran into this Shifu and you two. Please, just call me Peregrine. If possible, would you allow me to lodge here for a while? Though my memories are hazy, I remember that I came here in search of something.
Peregrine. I've heard that name before in the stories Mom used to tell me and Shiyuan. We were right!
What are you two mumbling about? In any case, this place has not been maintained for a long time and isn't the most comfortable place to rest. So long as you don't mind, you may stay.
You have my gratitude. I can tell you three have more to discuss, so I won't disturb you any further. I shall take my leave and look around a bit.
As Shifu still has more to say, the man calling himself Peregrine leaves to give you privacy.
Well then, since you found the first sword, it's time I tell you about the remaining 2. However, I imagine you've already guessed. The remaining 2 areas each hide an extraordinary sword.
And 2 areas are total.
The remaining 2 areas? But apart from the one we just went to, isn't there only one other area?
Do you recall the incomplete statue I pointed out to you in the main hall?
Yep. I kept having this sense of deja vu. Like I had seen that statue somewhere before.
Is that so? That's not surprising. In any case, both the final area and the monster that gave you trouble before are hidden behind that statue.
Behind the statue. So you mean, if we can break it, we can get to the 3rd area?
It is not something that can be broken with brute force. Shunguang, an ethereal that can temporarily steal your senses, will certainly continue to cause you trouble. While exploring, you should contemplate how to gain passage from the statue. As someone who was recognized by the Qingming sword, I'm sure you will succeed. Moving on, the Qingming sword has sensed your growth. The seal for the second area is likely to lift soon. It's getting late. Let's rest up and reconvene tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. What do we got? Can we upgraded? Nah. We can get this. Good sword mastery. Can we get you? No. Rolling up the sword mastery to obtain W engines. In all seeking sword heart phases commissioned to claim. Got everything here? Got everything here. Well, except for this one. Gosh darn it. Alright, let's grab it right quick. Yep. There we go. Feel much better. Hey. Aren't you going to take a break? After a fight, you should focus on getting yourself sorted out. To have the energy to explore this place, so we wanted to learn about this mysterious realm. Shifu, what's the sword formation sculpture you're examining? There's an unfathomable power from it. Talking about this, come to think of it, it's time I explain what it does. The fact that you've managed to get your first sword proves you have some serious talent. This level of growth is enough for future battles. If you wish to journey to the world with the Qingming sword, face many ridiculously powerful enemies without dedicated training, you're destined to report defeat. Back to business. The sword formation sculpture is an additional trial set up for you by the Qingming sword. In this formation, the memories of every powerful foe encountered by the Qingming sword wielders throughout history have been sealed. Do I need to resonate with the sculpture, face them head on, and defeat them? Once it becomes stronger, this is what you have to experience. I was planning to tell you about this after you'd rested. Since you asked, there's no need to keep it from you. However, it's still your choice. If you lack the fervor for battle, neither I nor the Qingming sword will force you into it. Well then, if you're ready for battle, touch the sword formation. I'm quite eager to see how you've honed your martial arts. I'll touch it anyways. Swordkeeper trials. Special sword trial set up by the Qingming sword specifically for its swordkeeper. The trial earned rewards including sword mastery. Each trial has different completion targets, stage, and environments. Once you're geared up and ready to go ahead, take on the challenge. Mission 1. Defeat all enemies within the time limit. Limited 60 seconds. In this stage, Shunguang hits enemies with Swift Strike, or when squad members use the Ultimate EX special attack, they gain a buff for that lasts 15 seconds. Each second increases crit damage by 40% for all squad members. Maximum stacks of 2. Repeat triggers resets the duration.
The fight's over for now. Since we've got some time, let's go ask Shifu about that sword array. Boomer! Yeah! Yeah! The tide's in my favor! Intercept! Slash! The line is drawn. Radiant cloud! Frost weapons!
It's done. Step 2, defeat all enemies within time limit. 60 seconds, same details.
Incoming! With the light! Perish now! Let's keep this advantage. Here I draw.
Number 3, defeat all enemies. Time limit 90 seconds, less than seconds. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be.
Turn around!
Judgment!
Dive you for a chat.
Icy edge.
What the heavens? Radiant cloud.
Found you. The sword follows my will, and winds howl in the heavens.
Frost glistens. Winning pieces are in place.
The Qingming's might rends the heavens. Yeah.
Almost forgot about the executable. Looks like only 3 for now. There's 12. So do the 4 stories, they'll unlock, and then you can get the Nightmare Gauntlet. Seems so. Alright. More abilities. Let's see. I want to damage this. Or does it have asking me to do it first? Locks up the mission, Storm uncovers Sword's will. Alright, alright. Hey. Really tell Shifu about Shunguang's learning about the trial. Hey Shunguang, looks like you've already looked into those trials left behind by the Qingming sword. Wish to further hone your swordsmanship, the Qingming sword will gradually sense your intentions and lock more trials for you to challenge. Yeah, no matter how tough the enemy is, I'll give it my all. There's no need to be nervous, I can clearly sense your resolve for combat through your blade. In any case, you really need to take a break now. Balanced work and rest is vital even when it comes to combat. There are challenges to the Qingming sword, I'll let you know. The next day. Peregrine.
We meet again. Did you rest well?
I hear it's really nice. Are you checking out the books here?
Yeah, it's much more quiet here compared to New Eridu. It's really nice to relax. So, Mr. Peregrine, are you looking through the books here?
That's right. Though the study is covered in dust, there's a couple of ancient texts about swords. As I have nothing to do at the moment, I thought I might as well look through them. Perhaps they'll help jog my memory. So, are you two heading out today?
There's an area here that was just unsealed, so we're heading over to explore it.
I see. Truth be told, today I also plan to head to the area you previously explored. Earlier, I recalled what I was looking for. It was my sword that I've lost, though I know not where. If my lost sword is not there, I'll head to the area you're planning to explore today. If you require my help, please, just say the word.
Okay, thanks, Shuyu. Mr. Peregrine?
I hope you remember who I am next time. Well then, good luck to all of us today.